Hello, everyone, and thank you for being here. Today, we'll be presenting our community-based project, Engineering Retention, Robotics-based STEM Education in Public Schools. We will start by introducing ourselves, the team members, going over the challenges of traditional learning, the educational system in Lebanon, our local partner, and finally, the assessment and our pilot intervention. First, we are proud to say we are all Mastercard Foundation scholars. I am Mohamed Habbaba, and I'm here with my colleagues, Lawali, Houssein, who were part of this project, and Mohamed Musa and Batul, who are not with us today. To begin with, how many of us were that child at school? Either dozing off or daydreaming whenever a teacher asked a question. Is this because we are super smart, or is it because the class is just boring? Stories have been circulated about the deficiencies of traditional learning, mainly pointing out the lack of flexibility and the one-size-fits-all approach. To put this into numbers, according to the George Washington University, 40% of high school students feel disengaged from learning, and 70% of school dropouts reported being unmotivated. Through this research, we have found different initiatives taken worldwide to address this problem. What caught our attention is Tech for Change in Spain, where they use technology in order to motivate students to stay in school. However, mirroring that to our dear country, Lebanon, no initiatives were taken, and the educational challenges are alarming. As 4 in 10 students reduced spending on education, and 3 in 10 stopped their education completely, and this increased the dropout rates to 30%. If you want to research the main reasons of not being enrolled in school, according to a study done by the UNHCR, a part of the cost of education and the economic crisis, there is a great percentage attending informal education, and others are still facing learning difficulties. Why should this be the case? Those are important questions that we should ask ourselves.
So this question mentioned by my colleague were the guiding question that we ask ourselves throughout the project when we're trying to come up with a solution. But then we decided to first look at Lebanon. As we all know, Lebanon has gone through a lot of crises recently. We had the coronavirus, we had the explosion. And during all these crises, the education system in Lebanon has taken a hit. In our research, we found out that only 7% of the available teachers within the country are found within Beirut, and about 35% of the schools within Beirut are in bad state or in bad condition. By that, we mean that whether it is the curriculum itself or the infrastructures in which the students are studying. So we decided to go ahead and partner with a local institution that is more knowledgeable about the education system in Lebanon, the Dar al-Aitam al-Islamiyya, which was founded with the purpose of increasing the happiness of the population through humanitarian aid and helping people that come from difficult background. They provide different services such as accommodation, food provision, or elderly care, but also educational programs. So in this NGO, we decided to mainly focus on boys between the age of 13 and 15. Why? Because most of them living at this institution, they are orphan and they come from very disadvantaged economic background. And most of them as well, they have experience, as my colleague was saying, the traditional learning, which has led to a lot of them after they finish going to this NGO, they will end up dropping out or, which also increased the high rate of school dropout. So to take it a little bit further, we also did some assessment and talked to other public schools. And as pointed out before, there was the high rate of dropout issue that came out. We also had the outdated curriculum as well as the limited professional development that was mentioned during this assessment. We also talked to different organizations, and the main thing as well that we noticed is the lack of practical learning that is not available within the system in Lebanon. But because also we wanted to know more from the people that we trying to provide a solution for, we did a small assessment with the student as well at this NGO. And about 93% of these students expressed that they were never exposed to practical learning, and they expressed a high desire of having this included in their curriculum. And this is how we came up with the idea of experiential learning.
Since the aim of our project is to encourage experiential learning as an important part of the educational journey of students, we have decided that our pilot intervention should be a series of workshops that include both STEM and social skills development activities. So our workshop spanned 3 days and was done during February. During the first day titled Empowering Minds, this day aimed to enhance various social skills of students using activities like dropout scenarios, scavenger hunt, future self, and truths and one lie. On the second day, students were introduced to Arduino. So Arduino is basically an easy-to-use hardware tool that allows both beginners and professionals to create devices that interact with their environment using sensors and other electric components. And during the third day, we continued with other Arduino activities, concluded with an Arduino project, and did a bridge building activity that aimed to shed the light on this type of learning. And then this is during the implementation process. These are the kids implementing the projects. And then we concluded by distributing certificates to participants. And our post-assessment showed that students have shown increased interest and desire for activity integration, engagement and motivation, and confidence improvement after the workshops. And thank you.